My speech is only like 3 minutes. Is that long enough? Yes, that's enough. That's plenty. If in your speech you're saying everything you want to say. There are 6 things that I think should be in every wedding speech in one form or another. First is your intro, let people know who you are and why you're speaking, and then so that part isn't super boring, let people know how you're feeling about speaking that day, or give us some context. So don't just say you're the bride's sister, say you're the older sister. Is it a big age difference? If you're the father of the bride and you know you're going to cry throughout this whole thing, or it's just a matter of time, tell us that. So give people a little preview, either kind of the content or your personality or the dynamic. Give them a little something aside from just, I'm Beth, I'm the maid of honor, and here I go into my speech. I mean, if I were giving a maid of honor speech and I'm go up there in a big floofy maid of honor dress, that is something I would have to acknowledge before I continued on with my speech. So there's your intro, moving on into thanks and acknowledgments. Thanks, that depends kind of on who you are in the wedding. If you're the father of the bride, you're going to thank your guests for coming. If you're the maid of honor or the best man, you're going to thank your hosts. So if you're the bride or the groom, you're going to thank your guests for coming. Acknowledgments, that's where you can talk about absent friends and family. And it's a good thing to do early on in that spot, because if you do it there, kind of in the business section of the speech, then that means you don't have to mention it later when you're trying to build momentum and build the heart and the humor and all that stuff that you're going to run towards the toast. So if you do it early, and it's a potentially sad subject, you don't risk slowing the momentum down later on. Then you talk about your half of the couple and why they're great. You talk about the other half of the couple and why they're great. And then you talk about the couple as a unit and why they're great together and what you see for them or wish for them in the future. And then you end the whole thing with a great big raise your glass toast. Literally, raise your glass. Those are the 6 things that should be in the speech. And if you can cover all of those in 3 minutes, and you can, then 3 minutes, perfectly fine.